Hi Sagittarius, my name is Leona from Supra ConsciousSoul, and now we're going to jump into your general overview reading for December, January and February. I've decided to split out the cards. I feel like for some of you guys this process is going to be over a 3-month process. So, and for some of you guys, I feel like once you master this challenge, I feel like it could be a month process for some of you guys. So I'm going to read the reading in 2 ways. So your first card is passed over loved ones, forgiveness and support. So what this is telling me is that there could be somebody who's passed away that you need to forgive in a sense, or you need to have that closure with. For some of you, there's a sense that you need to kind of connect more to your ancestors as well. I feel like for some of you it's asking you, it's saying, look, we're here with you. Because I pulled a message from heaven card to clarify this, because I thought, well, if there's a message, we want to know what it is. And it says, talk to us, we are still listening. So I think there is a reconnection, or there is like a conversation that needs to be had with an ancestor. I know that sounds weird, but in terms of closure and in terms of feeling like they're there supporting you, feeling like you have them again. It's almost like you need to reconnect to feel like you have their support again. So you come in so for December, you come in with the Tower card, yeah? And this is in reverse. So this is saying that you kind of just missed something, or you narrowly escaped. It can also be about escaping from a situation, getting away from something that wasn't in your best interest, let's say. Or it can also be, for some of you guys, it can be this bubbling up of energy that is not getting a release. And that's why I said I'm going to do the reading over 3 months, because I feel like some of you are going to take 3 months to allow this to kind of blow up on you, to allow it to kind of work through you. Whereas I feel like others of you are going to get the lesson straight away and realize that the reason this was narrowly averted is because of some action that you took that was more in your best interest than in somebody else's best interest. I feel like with this card, some of you are allowing situations to get out of control as well. So we then have, next to that, we have the 5 of Wands, and we're still in December. So the 5 of Wands talks about challenges, but it depends on how you see this as a challenge, yeah? Because fair enough, that turns and you have to get through the doorway. But if your timing's right, there is no challenge. You just walk straight through. So this card is telling me that don't try to walk through the sale while it's in the doorway. It's about allowing timing and energy and things to work out. It's about knowing when to move and when to kind of chill. So we then have the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands for your final card. And it talks about you staying in a place of, you staying on higher ground, you staying in the higher position within a situation. And it's like, yeah, you're putting the work in, and you don't try and convince others even that this is what you're supposed to be doing. It's like, you're like, look, I've got this, just back off. I don't care what you're doing. I'm working. I'm working on maintaining a position, because this is about maintaining a level and not allowing people to kind of drag you down to a level. It's saying to like maintain your self-worth. It doesn't matter what job you've got, but she's got self-worth for that, and she's doing it, and she knows that it's a means to an end, and it doesn't matter what anybody else says. So your cards under the deck, you have the 8 of Pentacles, and this is working on yourself, because it comes with the waning moon. Yeah, and this talks about introspection. It talks about self-inventory. So you're working very hard on yourself and you're putting a lot of energy into this. And I know because it's an 8 and you're like, I will not allow anybody that is taking me away from my value to kind of distract me. It's almost like saying that you need to have that value that she has, and she's just like, I'm not gonna approach you, you have to approach me, in a sense. She's like knowing about timing, she's knowing about working with the moon phases as well. But what the waning moon can also talk about is the darker parts of ourselves and learning to kind of accept the darker parts of ourselves. The waning moon is also about a time when we're completing something, and we're going into, it's like we're going into the darkness, and it's causing us some confusion, or it's causing you guys some confusion. But I feel like there's certain lessons that you guys are learning now, because I've just been pulled to this card, and communication about inner truths, which is interesting because your next card is mirror and truth revealed. And this is about allowing yourselves to have that innocence again. It can be about working on your inner child as well, but it also talks about truths being revealed within relationships, which is interesting because you got the Tower for your love, and that is sort of something being revealed, and this need for clarity and communication, because you also got the Ace of Swords in your love reading. So this is saying that there is going to be some truths revealed, and this is in January or early January, but like I said, it depends on how you move through this energy. So then we have the Hanged Man, but this is somebody who's finding a new way to escape from a situation, which is also interesting because in your love reading it had the 3 options of where to go, and it said, look, don't take the obvious route, don't take the route that's well lit up. And he hasn't took the front door. He's decided to find another way out of a situation. Right, in the center of your reading, which would also be January, this is the Hermit, and this is about being your own guru, being your own leader, being your own source of clarity. This also talks about being your own light, yeah? It also talks about you looking at past relationships and past things that have been in the past, ways that you've dealt with situations in the past relationships, and it's coming out with a new sense of clarity, a new sense of balance. He's like, yeah, I'm doing the tree now. So he's like, yeah, I'm balanced. I got this. So in the center of your reading, that is a very positive thing. And what I like about it is that it's next to the 9 of Pentacles. For you guys, this is about being financially abundant. And I think once you take control of a certain aspect of your life, you're going to see your finances raise. Because remember, underneath the deck, you had the 8 of Pentacles. This is now the 9, which is very good. And it gets even more positive as we get into February. So we'll jump into February. This also talks about an independence as well. It also talks about struggling and working hard to get what you've got, but you appreciating it even more because you struggled to get it. So your final row, which would be February, or it could be December for some people. It depends how you move through the energy and how the situations happen, because remember, it's all about timing. Yeah. So Nettle, we have boundaries and caution, and she is needing to hide herself behind this nettle bush, or he is needing to put up certain boundaries. There's no barbed wire there, but there is nettle, and it is saying to you that moving forward, it's about allowing yourselves to create certain boundaries, especially in relationships, because I do think that truths are going to be revealed for you. And then there is this need to put up boundaries, or for some of you guys, who are putting up boundaries within relationships, and the truth gets revealed that you're the one putting up the boundaries or not facing what needs to be faced in terms of your shadow side, then it could also be that you need to kind of come out and allow yourself to release some of these boundaries, because it's going to work different for different people. In a personal reading, we would get your energy and yours alone, but in this, we have to get a bit of everybody's. So the 7 of Cups starts off February for you guys. December, yeah, February for you guys. And I like this card because this card is about, it's a little bit about prophecy. So it's saying that so there could be scripture that jumps off the page at you this month. There could be songs or music that kind of get you, or there could be dreams that get you this month. But with the 7 of Cups, what I like about it is that it's about clearing things out. In the old days, the priests used to have these cups, and they would fill them with oil, but they weren't allowed to fill them if they was dirty or filled with bracken or filled with wood or they had to tip them, clean them, and then fill them again. This is asking you, what do you want emotionally? What do you want to fill your cup, or to fill this globe? And if you tipped it into the sea, would it be healthy? Because there's also a story that goes with it that that God got angry because people were filling up their cups with the wrong kind of mess, and he said to the angels, like one angel, right, you go and pour out your cup, and they had to pour it into the sea, and it turned the sea red with blood, yeah, and another one poured it onto the earth, and it made the earth the people on the earth get diseases and scabies and stuff. So it's just saying for you to just question what you're putting into your cup. What are you filling your world with, yeah, as you move forward? And it's interesting because you have the Death card next to that. And this is about a transformation. It's not about death at all. It's about a transformation of yourself. So in February or before, you're going to go through this transformation. Now, what is interesting is that your final card is the Wheel of Fortune. So as you go through this transformation, can you see how rainbow bright that gets? So the quicker you learn these energies, and the quicker you learn these lessons and move through these energies, the more it's going to bring abundance into your life. And what is equally amazing is that your love reading, the final card was the Wheel of Fortune. This is about things going in your favor. This is about things working for you. This is about using that momentum of energy in a positive way. It's like, yeah, you may have gone through the down. You may have gone through the stress with the Tower and having to kind of hold your ground when other people are just kind of break you down, even if it's trying to break you down in a dead-end job. Do you know what I mean? But it's about not seeing things as challenges and just seeing it as a way to look at things as a new sense of timing, and looking at it's not a challenge if you walk through at the right time. So, and then once you get this new perspective and you begin to look at things from the past and realize what went wrong, you see that your finances start to get better. Once your finances start to get better, you realize that you're the one filling your cup. You're the one that is pushing your life in the direction that you need it to be, and you just have to make that decision. And once you do, you have this transformation and this new life. It's like you're becoming the person that you need to be, and in doing so it brings positive into your life, and it brings this sense of abundance and this sense of fulfillment. And I love that both of your cards are the Wheel of Fortune. Happy birthdays, stay blessed, bye bye.